I was recently watching this video, and I don't know anything about basically any of the lore, but if Kindred is ranked higher than Aurelian Soul because Kindred is death, and Aurelian Soul, even Aurelian Soul has to meet death. First of all, Tryndamere has already faced death, probably twice, I think. He's beaten it every time. So in that sense, wouldn't he be higher than Aurelian Soul? But the main person I was looking at was Mordekaiser. He died, which means he met with Kindred. So he succumbed to Kindred, but then took over the Death Realm, which means he can't die. He is alive inside the living realm, and he's alive inside the Death Realm. So even if he meets death, he's still going to be alive. Unlike people that are here, if like Aurelian Soul were to die, that'd be it for him. He'd be dead. Mordekaiser would just come back. So would he not be higher than Aurelian Soul, or basically anybody else, just due to the fact that he can't die? You could also argue it for Olaf, depending on how far you want to go into his lore. The prophecy says he can't die, essentially, or he dies of old age. Same goes with Aatrox. The rest of this video, most of it I agree with. Some of it is a bit like iffy on the fact of like who actually is the strongest. Just like I guess just going off power rankings, it's fine, but Mordekaiser can control death. He even if he dies, he still is death. He controls the death realm, so even if Kindred were to kill him, he'd just come back endlessly. Aurelian Soul, Fiddlesticks, Barrett, Zoe, they can't do that. Now, if like these celestial gods can actually die, that's where I'm confused on. Although with Pantheon, I guess it was only an aspect, but clearly aspects can be killed. They're not the same as aspects, but depending on if they can be killed, then they would be ranked higher than him. But just on the fact of if they can be killed, would he not be higher due to just the fact of him being able to control death entirely? And aside from being able to control death, the amount of power it would take to die and then just control the realm with just your mind, like the fortitude needed for that. I don't know, that was something that I was thinking about when I watched this. Like I said, everything else, perfectly fine. Please, argue it with me if anybody knows stuff about it. Like, is my logic correct, or am I missing crucial parts of the lore?